Will you stay and
Can
do
you
that more
stay?
for us?
Please stay.
Wow, that got me emotional.
여러분 안녕하세요. 버블디아입니다. 지금 이곳은 바로 인천공항인데요. 제가 LA를 가게 됐어요. 디즈니에서 초청을 받아가지고 이번 겨울왕국2의 시사회를 참여하게 되었습니다. 그것뿐만 아니라 감독님들이랑도 인터뷰를 하고 제 미션은 노래를 하는 거예요. 감독님들 앞에서. 그래서 굉장히 떨리지만 기대하는 마음으로 최선을 다해서 오도록 하겠습니다. 파이팅! 저희는 레드카펫 현장에 와 있습니다. 제가 열 카펫이라니요. 제가 뭐라고 레드카펫을 해? Into the unknown. 다른 노래는 제가 차차 배워서 커버곡으로 빨리 내야겠어요. 노래가 너무 좋아가지고. 너무 좋은 거 아니에요? 저 겨울왕국 봤는데 이번에는 1탄이랑 차원이 달라요. 그러니까 1탄은 약간 그 아나의 그런 그 힘든 상황을 얘기를 했다면은 2탄은 긴 여정이 될 것 같은 되게 감동적인 부분들이 많아요. 되게 크다고 해야 되나? 스케일이 좀 요번에 좀 더 큰 것 같아요. 1탄보다. 그래서 기대하셔도 좋을 것 같아요. Into the unknown! 너무 노래 너무 좋아.
And when I had my lunch with her, I said, well, that's for you sing.
저는 다른 분들은 5분씩을 가지는데 저는 다행히 노래하라고 디즈니 코리아 쪽에서 배려를 해주셔가지고 8분의 인터뷰를 할 수 있다고 해요. 너무너무 다행인 것 같고 사실 이분들에게 코리아에도 이런 사람이 있다, 디즈니를 정말 공경하는 사람이 있다라는 걸 알려드리도록 하겠습니다. 이렇게 준비했어요.
Me? I'm there? Are you in there? I have 14 questions to ask.
너무 많이 해서 안 봐도 되는데 그래도 들어간다.
So pleasure to meet you guys. I'm a big
Huge
fan
pleasure.
of you guys.
Thank
Remember
you.
Me, Coco, and Book of Mormon. God. And I'm Bubbldia and Lydia. You could call me Lydia. And I'm a Korean YouTube music creator and also a musical theater actress.
Wow.
So before we start, do you mind if I sing one of your songs from Frozen?
Please.
Sure.
Into the Unknown?
Sure. You want me to play?
Really? Okay.
Which part you want to do?
Every day's every day's a little harder as I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown.
Wow. Will you stay and
Can
do
you
that more
stay?
for us?
Please stay and just sing. Just stand here so we can go. And now
Yeah.
Lydia is going to sing
Yes,
for you.
you're hired.
Oh, thank you guys. Okay, I'm ready to ask you guys lots of questions.
Okay.
All right, when you guys made the Frozen 1, did you guys expect it to be huge success?
No,
No.
we were surprised. and we were very grateful that it worked. But the whole process of writing this is going into the unknown yourself and saying, okay, let's take on this huge job, and we don't know what the story is, but we do know who our collaborators are, and we'll trust in them, and we will blindly keep marching forward until we're finished. And that's how we did the second one as well.
I know, yeah. It was great. I saw it yesterday.
Thank you.
And I've always wanted to ask this question to the music director personally. Yesterday I saw Frozen 2 and it was amazing. The music itself, it was so moving, spiritual, and powerful. And where do you guys get your inspiration? Seriously.
It comes from the story, because we're there before there is a story. Working with Jennifer Lee and Chris Buck, they give us so many great ideas, and
Really?
we can't really write songs apart from a story. We need a story to get inspired, and so we think about Elsa, we think about Anna, we think about Kristoff, and all of these characters mean something to us emotionally. And when we imagine them in these in this story, and their emotions get so big that they have to stop singing and break into song, that's when our job begins.
I see. Since Frozen 1 got so popular, was it challenging to make a new songs for Frozen 2?
We just had to have the same faith in our collaborators that we had the first time, which is you help us find the story that can sing really well, and when we find those moments that need to sing, that speak to our own experience, in this case it was about change. So we've all felt that feeling, like in my 20s I felt that thing in my gut that said, because I was a musical theater actress and I wasn't very good at it. I mean, I was okay,
you're good.
but I played a lot of nuns in New Hampshire, I heard this voice in my gut saying, I don't think you're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing something else. And I really had to look. I had to choose. I went and worked with schizophrenic patients in the Bronx. I then kept coming back to theater, but I then found my way to being a writer of musical theater. And that was when I felt that arrival, that feeling of, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where my voice is going to be the most powerful. And so we need to listen to our gut. And that's really what this thing is about. And that's what Into the Unknown is about, listening to that gut, saying, stop being a nun in New Hampshire. Try different things. Try to do that scary thing of writing a song instead of singing other people's words. And it is scary, but that's how we grow.
Great, great. In the interview, I saw one of your interviews saying that we're not a hit maker, we're storytellers.
Yes.
And that meant a lot to me. And based on that comment, when you guys make music, does lyrics comes first or the melody comes first? This might be really obvious questions for you guys, but I just want to know how it works.
Everyone always wants to know that, and the answer is complicated because every song is a little different.
Right.
It always starts with talking about the story, but sometimes we get to a title, sometimes we get to a lyric, but sometimes there's a title and then I go to the piano and make some music and she will write words to the music. It goes both ways.
Oh, okay, I see. Last question. If you have to pick one song in Frozen 2, what would it be and why?
Oh gosh.
I know.
I mean, we really believe in them all, and we've heard from so many people that different songs resonate. So for a lot of people, they love Into the Unknown because it speaks to that sense of restlessness you have when you're looking for your purpose. A lot of people love Lost in the Woods because they've had their heart broken by not communicating with someone they love and have felt a little bit lost. Some people really love This Will All Make Sense When I'm Older because it speaks to that kind of feeling of like, what is happening? And a year from now, it'll all make sense, right?
Yeah, and right now we get to be at this point where we're sharing the movie with the world, and the world will tell us which songs resonate, and we'll choose those songs.
Great. Korean fans love Frozen.
And we love Korea.
Oh, really? Any last words to Korean fans, to the camera?
Sure. Thank you, Korea.
Thanks,
Thank
Korea.
you, Korean fans, for allowing us to write Frozen 2. I think it was a success all over the world that allowed the studio to take a chance on their first musical sequel ever.
Is it 감사합니다? 감사합니다.
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 네. Oh, 감사합니다. Okay, all right, all right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Pleasure to meet you guys. I'm Bubbldia. You could call me Lydia, and I'm a Korean YouTube music creator and also a musical theater actress. So before we start, do you mind if I sing one of your songs from Frozen 2?
Not at all.
Into the unknown. Every day's a little harder as I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown.
Wow, that's that got me emotional.
Oh, thank you.
Did you sing that for Adina?
Yeah.
Or
No,
will
I
you?
couldn't. I
You
wish,
should.
but I couldn't. All right, so let's start. When you guys made the movie Frozen 1, did you guys expect it to be a huge success?
We didn't know. I mean, I think we felt there was something special happening for all of us with how we were connecting to the film and how our crew was connecting to the music and the story. But we didn't know if people would come. It was a sincere musical. We hadn't done a fairy tale like this in a while, and start with 2 female leads. So it's just meant the world to us that people embrace them.
And I saw Frozen 2 yesterday. It was amazing. The emotions and the songs and the storylines were incredible. And during the movie, I noticed Elsa's hair was not braided but straightened at some point. Was there a particular reason for that or any hidden message as a director's point of view?
Well, especially in the place where it is in the movie, where she's starting to open up even more. So she takes her hair out of the braid and lets it come down a bit, and we're seeing a transformation of Elsa. And even as the song progresses, you see a little bit more. So you see Elsa become who she's really meant to be.
She was beautiful. She looked really beautiful. And I saw one of your interviews saying that you guys went to Iceland, Norway, Finland to develop the storylines for Frozen 2. How was it there? Did it help, or any exciting moments that you guys want to share?
It was a pivotal moment for us. Walking the forests of Norway and Finland, you could feel the enchanted forest start to evolve. Obviously, the fall colors. This movie deals a lot with change, so we happened to be there in the fall. And you could feel the fairy tale as we walked the forest, and the realization that Anna felt very much at home. By contrast, Iceland felt much more mythic, and we felt about this big. And we realized, what would Elsa feel like there? Her powers against the big power of nature and the ocean there. So it really started to form that we had this both a mythic character and a fairy tale character.
My favorite monologue from Olaf is, "Some people are worth melting for." Yeah, those really touched. Do you have any memorable monologues or any songs or any moments that you guys want to share?
You know, I think there's something I can't say in this film without giving it away that Olaf realizes that he says to Anna in this, that is shows his maturity, but I think it's just something that for all of us to hold on to in hard moments. So yet again, I think Olaf brings those little bits that help you get through, and that's part of what I love about him. But it's later in the movie. You might know what scene.
All right. If this will be last question. If you have to simplify Frozen 2 in one word, what would it be and why?
Oh, I think we've talked about this, but perseverance, because that's what each of the characters does, and that's how they end up stronger in the end.
Self-discovery.
Self-discovery.
Change is needed, comes for you whether you want it or not.
It's good way to see. And any last word to Korean fans?
Oh, well, goodness, we're so excited. We hope you love this. We're coming
We're going to
Korea.
Korea.
So,
Yes, I
wait,
heard.
there's a camera. To Korea, we hope you love the film. We can't wait to join you as we open the film. And thank you for your support and love of Frozen.
All right, they will love it. All right,
Thank
thank you
you.
guys
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
드디어 디즈니 일정이 마무리되었습니다. 어저께부터 레드카펫 영화 보고 파티하고 오늘 또 되게 중요한 감독님들과 함께 했는데요. 너무너무 뜻깊은 자리가 아니었나 생각돼요. 이 유명하신 분들과 같이 인터뷰를 할 수 있게 된 거에 되게 진짜 느낌이 좀 색다르고요. 좀 눈물이 날 뻔했어요. 솔직히 인터뷰하다가. 항상 브로드웨이에서는 3-4시간 기다려서 오디션 정말 짧게 보고 그냥 지나치는 한 사람 중에 하나였는데 오늘은 어쨌든 그분들의 생각을 들을 수 있는 인터뷰를 한 거라서 또 노래도 했고요. 노래도 그분들 앞에서 했기 때문에 정말 의미 있고 뜻깊고 제 평생 잊지 못할 인터뷰가 된 것 같아요. 아까 전에 그랬거든요. 이제 다 끝나고 이제 오디오 감독님들이 따로 있어요. 한 7, 8명 정도 계시는데 제가 오늘 촬영한 거를 카드를 받으려고 오디오 카드를 받으려고 들어갔는데 원래 디즈니 그런 거 잘 안 해주시거든요. 제작진분들 그런 말 안 해주시는데 들어가자마자 You got so wonderful voice 이러면서 노래 진짜 너무 잘했다고 진짜 좋아하신 것 같다고 그래서 우리 진짜 다 좋아했다고 막 이렇게 얘기를 하시는데 내가 잘했구나 그런 생각이 들었습니다. 역시 버블디아는 노래를 해야 되는구나 라는 생각을 했고요. 차츰차츰 더 꿈에 가까워지는 버블디아 되도록 할게요. 디즈니 프로즌 파이팅! 여러분 난 이제 가요. 한국으로